Now here we are with a new steam project, and this is the Wilesco D11. They called it the steam engine construction kit, with metal pump jack, which is this, which is like a Meccano thing. Now first of all we'll do the unboxing, which this part is, and then at the end I'll talk a little bit more. But underneath it shows you all the parts. That is basically the basic engine, and then there's a box full of other bits, but we'll talk through the parts. And then when you open the lid up, it shows the Wilesco factory, and then all the bits. So I'll take this bit out and we'll do the base first. There we go, there's the base. I don't know whether it must be powder coated, because it's a really nice finish. It's not smooth, but it's really good. This is your area, as you can guess, for mounting all their Meccano parts, and this section here is for the engine. And the instruction manual in English and German, and I don't know what the other one is. A little pamphlet. And the instructions for the erection of the Meccano type parts, because you can't call it Meccano because it's not Meccano. And then there's a basic instruction sheet. Now it's nice they've got like a full blister pack. And we'll go through the parts. Drip tray for the steam outlet. We've got this little bag here which contains 2 fuel tablets. You know, they used to supply a whole box, so they've really cut back on the tablets, but that's not a problem, and I'll show you why in a minute. There's the whistle. More washers, if you look in there you can just about see them, and some of their oil. The flywheel, nicely polished. I have to admit, in some ways they seem tinnier than Mammods, but in other ways I think they're sort of better. Now here you've got the piston. And there's the oil feeder, what goes on top there. There's a connection, because being a kit it has to have parts that do up. That's the boiler to that, yeah, I think it's to that part connection. And there's a regulator valve of some sort. It's only a real basic one. And there's the burner tray, which I'm going to look at, which I think I'm going to have to modify. And I'll explain again, it'll be explained. There's more parts to do with the side parts on this, goes beside the boiler, mounting, it's bits for mounting the piston, exhaust pipe, I think it is, another bracketry. There is a little screwdriver. Then there's a bag of bits. You've got your safety valve in here, your parts to do your slip eccentric, that runs the steam valve, and there's the main body. It's quite plain against some of the Wilescos, because normally they've got like a brick effect, but I still like it. Might try and put some lines on it or something, get some paint, you know, and mask it and have a go at doing that. Let's put these bits back because we don't want to lose nothing. There's the burner, not the burning tray, we're not going to use that. It's not a big boiler, but very well finished their boilers are, very well. Again, a plain chimney. And this box I'm not going to open it because until the build, but this is all the Meccano parts, and that is about the heaviest box out of the lot. So that is the D11 kit. And let's get it back in and then we'll talk about what else I'm doing. Now, with the running of the engine, to make it more smoother than using those tablets, because it's just a direct heat, you can't regulate it, I have brought a Bix burner, and these are £80. You get the pipe with the jet and the fixing for the tank. You get a tank with like a cigarette lighter fill, which use the propane butane mix. And there's the burner. Be careful with that, you don't want to bash the burner about, I'll tell you that now, because it's ceramic. And what I did do, my first try out, I've been only just started trying to learn CAD, and I've done a couple of basic lessons online with using the videos on YouTube for actually my CAD I downloaded. And this is the what I made, and what it is to mount on, well, it's to mount on somewhere, and this to fit in, and it's a real perfect fit, you know, it fits in perfectly, so I'm quite pleased. But more of that when we get to the build, and more will be explained, because basically it's just going to be a basic build except for the fitting the burner in, and then after that it will be I'm going to convert it into, I'm going to tell it the truth, I'm going to do a diorama, but that part I'm not going to show until we get to it. But this is the unboxing of the Wilesco D11 kit and Bix burner.